Well, my friend, you single-handedly defeated your karmic family. You did that. And they are butthurt. They are bruised about it. Their egos are so bruised about it. They just can't let it go. But I wouldn't expect them to let it go because they are operating in a very low state of consciousness. And so you defeated them. Okay, of course, you have your spirit team, you have God on your side. You have benevolent ancestors helping you behind the scenes. But in the physical, it was like you versus them. And you did it. You defeated them by loving yourself. You defeated them by standing in truth, by choosing to heal the wounds that they caused. You defeated it. You defeated them by aligning with your true self and aligning with, source. You're operating at such a high level of consciousness. Actually, what I'm hearing is you wanted to finish what you started. Okay, so with your karmic family, I'm not saying that this is your karma to be mistreated. You didn't deserve that. What I'm saying is your karmic family are people that you had past lives, past relationships with, and unresolved business, unresolved traumas. Because this isn't your first rodeo. You are a highly evolved soul. You've had many incarnations on Earth and in other spaces where consciousness exists, and in other forms. You are a highly evolved soul. Your soul has chosen to come and have these experiences and to learn and grow. And that's how you raised your level of consciousness. You are very close to source, very close to the undifferentiated consciousness. That's you, okay? And so it's like you came here, you wanted to finish what you started, you wanted to end the cycles for good. But of course you had to be placed right in those cycles. You had to take them on, and you had to feel that pain, that heaviness, that darkness. Because in order to heal it, you got to feel it, right? So like there was like a vendetta against you because you operate at a high level of consciousness, because your light is bright, because you are aligned with love and truth and understanding. These lower states of consciousness, they have such a vendetta against you. Lower states of consciousness, low frequencies, thrive. They get their energy off of hate, fear, malice, and acting on negative emotions, like acting in harsh, immoral ways, like nefarious energies. That's how that energy stays in existence. And so it's like that energy, and I'm not sure if it's like this is how the game is set up, but it's definitely a war between higher states of consciousness and lower states of consciousness. It's a battle. It's a battle, and it's kind of like a paradox, because in order for high states of consciousness to defeat or win this battle, they have to choose peace and love and healing, self-love, compassion. And that's hard, because when we think of going to battle, we think of war and like people hurting each other, but this is more like a battle of strength. Okay, lower frequencies think that strength means like physical strength, right? How much I can hurt you, how much I can physically harm you. But higher states of consciousness think of strength as like, how much can I love and align and stand in truth in the face of all this pain? How can I find my way back home to that loving understanding and kindness for myself first, and then for others? And that takes so much more strength. It takes so much more strength to heal yourself than it does to hurt somebody else. That's just the fact. That's why lower frequencies, they only know how to project negative energy. And the more that you stand in truth, and the more that you stay aligned and you radiate your beautiful light, the more these low frequencies are going to come at you. But the thing is, the more aligned you are, the less it actually affects you. It's just reminded me, like, I've had, there's a lot of like healing from narcissistic energy, because low frequencies are ego driven. They're hugely narcissistic. So there's a lot of healing from narcissism. The awareness of narcissistic behaviors is very high right now. It's like a hot topic. You can find information on it everywhere. People are waking up to it. People are becoming aware of that, those ego-driven, manipulative, controlling, demanding energies, and choosing to move away from it, choosing to heal. But the more that we move away from it and heal ourselves and level up and we elevate our consciousness, the more those low frequencies, they scramble, they attack. And so I've been making posts on Instagram about narcissistic energy, and boy, it's like these narcissists be coming out the woodworks to try to attack me, to try to elicit shame in me, try to bring me down to their level. They're just projecting. But I see what they're doing. I don't engage with it. You know, block. I'll send you love, but I'm not going to allow you to attack me, you know? And the thing is, with narcissistic people, they're not going to hear what you have to say. It's like you're not going to reason with them. You're not going to be like, oh, but don't you see that you're in pain? They don't care. They're projecting. They can't face their own pain. They cannot face, they're not strong enough to face their own pain. So that they have to put it on other people. So, you know, the more you stand in truth, the more that ego-driven energy, that low frequency comes for you. But the more that you stand in truth and love yourself, and you tend to your emotions, and you allow yourself to heal, and you keep every day working towards your alignment, and being honest with yourself, being vulnerable with yourself, and giving yourself what you need, you know, the less it affects you. And then you reach a point where you do feel sorry for them. You're like, oh, poor baby. Poor babies. Hope you can heal that. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. I'll send you love. But again, you know, we all have free will. So you can't force that on anybody. You can just maintain your alignment. That's all you have to do. Keep loving yourself. Honor your emotions. If you're upset and you're having a bad day, let yourself be upset. Have a bad day. Just be mindful of how you respond to it. You know, your triggers are telling you areas of yourself that are still unhealed, and I still have triggers. I mean, God knows, I got 2 teenagers. They be testing me all the time with those hormones, okay? And, you know, I get triggered. Sometimes I get reactive. But the thing is to, like, not beat yourself. Don't judge yourself over it. This is showing you areas of yourself that still need attention, and areas of yourself that are looking for more love. Okay, and it's how you respond to that. It's like you're going to have conflict in your life, but it's like how you resolve that conflict. It's like how you work through it. You know? And you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But it's how you come back to love, how you communicate, the choices you make. Are you able to be accountable for yourself? Can you apologize when you're wrong? If you hurt somebody, can you apologize? I know that you can. That's why you operate at such a high level of consciousness. But that doesn't mean you're perfect, okay? And and I'll say it again, I certainly am not perfect. But yeah, so back to the point. You single-handedly defeated your karmic family. And the karmic family could also be like close friends or romantic partners. It doesn't necessarily have to just be biological family. It can just be people. It could even be neighbors. It's just people placed in your life that are creating this distortion, that are attacking your energy, that's trying to steal your energy, that's trying to sabotage you, that's trying to cause manipulation, psychological manipulation. Oh, I learned a new phrase yesterday. Well, not a phrase, or like a new concept, but it's not really new. It's DARVO. It's a form of psychological manipulation. It's a tactic that these ego-driven narcissistic people use to avoid accountability and to deflect shame, deflect and project. And it's called DARVO. DARVO. It's deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. So this is what narcissistic people do. And I'm probably going to make a written post about it too. But they deny when you try to accuse them or communicate or confront them on something that hurt you. They deny that it happened, and they minimize the impact that it had on you. They minimize the harm that it had. They deny. They attack your character. They attack who you are to try to make you seem less credible, okay? Then they reverse victim. They shift the roles, and they take on the role as the victim, and they try to act like you are the perpetrator. And they reverse the offense. So they reverse the offense and they become the victim. Try to say like you did something to them, and that now they are the victim of you. Okay, I'm sure many of you know that already, but I just thought it was interesting that there's actually like a phrase for it, and not just like manipulative people or narcissistic. It's actually a psychological tactic that they use. And I know that many of you have had this DARVO on you from a very young age, from narcissistic parents or family members or siblings, or just people, close family members, or even certain communities. And as you heal, like there's more clarity around it, and realizing like, hey, because they did try to get in your head. So it's like, hey, no, actually, like they're completely psychotic. Like they're completely mentally ill, these people, because they refuse to dig deep, find their own strength, and operate in truth and love and accountability. And that's the difference between you and them. 1333. So I am so proud of you. God is so proud of you. Spirit is so proud of you. Your spirit team, the earth. Because you know, the earth is also assisting humanity. Like the earth doesn't need to be healed. The earth's energy and the earth's consciousness is so much larger than just like where humanity's collective is. I'm not saying that you can't contribute to taking care of the earth. Of course, you want to take care of the earth. Like, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's precious. And she allows us to have our experiences here so that we can evolve. So she takes one for the team, the earth. But yeah, I was having a conversation with Earth Consciousness, and the Earth was like the stuff that goes on Earth is only because the Earth allows it to go on. And if at any point the Earth doesn't want that to go on, the Earth will exert its power. The Earth has the power to alter many conditions on Earth. And like she's helping us evolve and we help her evolve. So we work together. Okay, but just know that she's like, she can take care of herself. And again, I'm not saying like don't love and care for the earth. Of course, love and care for the earth, the different kingdoms of the earth, the elements, the oceans, the air, like the quality of the earth. Yes, of course, contribute to a high quality. Do what you feel called to. Like, don't add to the destruction. I'm not saying that, but just know that the earth is, she's like, I got this, my friends. So anyway, I don't know why I just went on that tangent. I think I went on that tangent because there are people who feel that like the earth is being targeted for destruction by higher frequencies. But the earth's frequency is so much higher than like other beings. I don't know how to describe that. The earth is highly protected, both by herself and by even higher beings, like Source. What else? What else do I have to say? So you've created a lot of really positive karma for yourself by doing the healing work. And if none of this resonates with you, then it's not for you, and don't take it. And you know, please don't be offended by it. If I'm triggering you in a way that makes you feel so offended, then our energy is not aligned. And that's okay. You know, I'm sure that there are energies out there that you are aligned with, okay? But, you know, I show up with peace and love. My intentions are not to upset you. My intentions are to assist you through your own process in a loving way, in an understanding and compassionate way. And I just give out the messages as they come to me. But I love you. I'm not trying to upset you in any way. And I'm not trying to argue with you. And I'm certainly not trying to control you or get you to believe what I believe. You know, I do feel like many of the people aligned in this community already have very similar beliefs. Although we're different, we have different practices and maybe different philosophies, I think the ultimate goal, our energy, is the same, which is to be aligned in love and truth and understanding and compassion, and to radiate that, and to maintain our alignment with Source as we believe that to be real for us. So I love and accept you. I understand you. I know what you've been through is brutal and harsh, and honestly, you didn't deserve any of that. But when faced up against the challenge, you know, you defeated those energies. So be proud of yourself and continue to spread that beautiful light of yours, because that's how you assist. That's how you be of service to this world. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I'm 18 minutes in. I'm sure you lost interest. No, I'm just kidding. I know that there are many people who appreciate the full message, and I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for all of you. And I hope you have a really beautiful day. Drink water. Drink some water. Hydrate yourself, and be grateful. You've come a long way, and you are a rare breed, my friends. Okay, your light was attacked, but you took that business back. You were like, no more. And you've made a huge impact in the collective. Okay? I hope you have a great day. I love you. God loves you, and I'll talk to you soon.